I'm going to move over here so you guys don't see me, so I don't cause any distraction.
What? How are we gonna see you wave at us?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
what are you
that's
doing?
right.
Just gonna bring a puppet out.
Yeah.
That's right.
But for what it's worth, you actually blend in quite a bit. So
You do.
Yeah,
you're good. You're good.
You're just like a head and a really muscular arm.
Thank you. All right, dude.
He's not wrong though.
Hi, I'm Miles. Welcome back to another episode of Tops Talk. Joining us today is our business director, Robbie Upal. Robbie, thanks so much for being here with us today.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming back, actually.
Hey, you know it.
Double trouble. Here we go. This episode, we'll be talking about choosing the right installation company, making sure it's the right installation company for you. So, Robbie, just right out of the gate, how does someone go about choosing an installer? Is there like a Kelly Blue Book for solar installers?
Yeah, no, it's super easy. They just type solar tops in Google and they are good to go.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
There you go. We're done.
Next question.
No, it's actually a really good question. I would think that the first major consideration is the longevity of the business. How long have they been doing what they do?
Right.
Any reputable company in this industry has been doing it for a minimum of 10 years, and they've been sticking with it.
Sure.
The next thing I think that any homeowner or property owner should be considering is the credibility of the business. So one of the best ways to judge that is to see their reviews. How are their customers responding to the work that they've done.
Right.
One of the best platforms for that would actually be the Better Business Bureau. Actually, they provide a great platform for consumers to be able to mention how their experience was, but also a nice opportunity for the business to also respond, which doesn't tend to be the case with some of the more traditional platforms that somebody might be viewing, whether it's Google or Yelp or something like that. I think that the other consideration would most likely be whether or not they are purely a solar company or if solar is a division of what they do.
So you sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
please.
You mean like if they're maybe like a roofing company that also installs solar along those lines?
Yeah, exactly. Actually,
Okay.
yeah. So, you'll find a lot of roofing companies that also do solar. You'll find a lot of electrical companies that also do solar. But in my opinion, the companies who focus on solar and solar solely are the ones that really tend to shine. So Solar Tops, for instance, we are what's referred to as a EPC. That's a engineering, procurement, and construction firm. So solar is all we do. It is 100% of our business, and that is what we specialize in. So yeah, I would think longevity, credibility, and of course, is that their specialization.
Sure. And do you think that's more of just like a focus on the final product, a focus on the outcome, as opposed to if they're not a EPC, let's say they're a roofing company that also does solar? Do you think that maybe the reason why someone should go specifically for a solely solar installer is just because that company is only going to focus on that, as opposed to maybe, we have so many projects with roofing and also so many projects with solar? Is that kind of maybe one of the not red flags, I would say, but one of the things that...
Yeah. Definitely not a red flag. I mean, look, there's a lot of great companies out there who can do it all,
Sure.
and hats off to them. But when it comes to solar, when it comes to solar technology, when it comes to your ability to train your employees, to make sure that you have the right equipment, all the time, I think that having that focus, having that specialization, if you will, it just helps make a difference. Yeah. And with a company like us, we're not cutting corners. We're not taking any sort of shortcuts. We are delivering results. And I truly believe it's because of our ability to focus with our, in-house engineers, with our in-house installers, our in-house teams, if you will. Yeah. It just helps you have that slight more competitive edge, if you will, out there in the marketplace.
Okay. And I feel like that's a really good segue because, we talk about how SolarTop specifically installs solar. Are there any other certifications or maybe even licenses that a homeowner should be looking for as they go about choosing a solar installer?
Yeah, that's actually a really interesting observation. So I think if I can add to my previous point, the other thing you might want to look for as a homeowner, looking to go solar, is does the company have the appropriate licenses? So a electrical contractor's license, for instance,
Sure.
would be required, and I think that any homeowner can go on the registrar of contractors and check out the license, see if there's any complaints against against the company, and just sort of add a little bit more information to their research, if you will. But when it comes to the industry, there's not any one specific certification that is required or mandated, if you will, but I believe that the more reputable companies, the folks who really care about what they're doing, tend to be NABCEP certified. That's NABCEP, which stands for the North American Board of Certified Energy Practitioners. And essentially what this certification provides is a knowledge and understanding of, implementing the best practices within the solar industry. SolarTops has been NABCEP certified since we first opened our doors in 2009, and it has really helped keep us on the cutting edge of technology and standards and practices, which is the reason why 13 years later we are our systems are just performing so well.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes a huge difference in my opinion.
So let's say hypothetically we found someone certified, green light is good. Tell me a little bit about a solar proposal. As a homeowner, what should I expect with a solar proposal?
Well, you can expect to see, information regarding the size of the system, how much power to produce, the kinds of equipment that they are offering. But ultimately, I think when you look at a proposal, you better make sure you're getting a good deal.
Right. Okay.
The best way to determine whether or not you're going to be getting a good deal, I would think, would be initially to just evaluate what is the cost per watt on the system. And from a apples to apples comparison, I think it really provides a good overview as to whether or not you're getting the bang for your buck. You're getting good value. It's a simple calculation. You would just take the gross system cost and divide it by the total number of watts of the system size. So for illustrative purposes, if you have a system that costs $30,000 and it's for a 10 kilowatt system or 10,000 watts, it's 30,000 divided by 10,000, so you're looking at $3 per watt. Okay. And traditionally what we've seen for your average systems, without a bunch of adders and all these modifications and upgrades, anywhere between $2 to $3 is typically a pretty good deal.
Sure. So when we talk about system cost, obviously we're talking about panels, inverters, the whole 9 yards. Kind of a dumb question, but does the type of product that you use in an installation, one, obviously it's going to affect the price, but sure. Two, does it affect the overall quality of the system, the overall production value of the system?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Just like not all solar companies are the same, all solar products are also not the same. SolarTops prides itself on using premium products, tier one, tried and tested products that are backed by some of the most reputable manufacturers in the entire world. It makes a huge difference on how your system performs, not just, on day one, but on day, 25 years from now. In our opinion, you pay for what you're going to get, right? And we are performance driven. We are results driven. That is what has set our company apart year after year. And so that's why we use premium products that are, designed to deliver premium results. Not only that, but these products are backed by excellent warranties, warranties that are really designed to give peace of mind, whether it's, parts and labor, total, end-to-end coverage. That is really where we find that the premium products that are supported by these premium manufacturers really ends up coming in and just making a huge difference. We have tens of thousands of systems out there, and whenever an issue arises, these manufacturers are right there, willing to stand behind their product just as we are, and make sure that the customer is being treated right. And you can't really put a price on that, to be honest with you.
No, you can't. And honestly, from what I've seen, it's kind of like that long-term investment, because if you get a solar panel, especially for this Arizona climate, if you get a solar panel
Makes
that
a huge difference,
maybe can't handle 7 or 8 summers where it's 100 plus, right? and then the warranty isn't there to back it out. That's going to end up costing a homeowner substantially more than if they got a product that, one, could handle an Arizona climate, two, would be able to provide for their system, provide for their home energy needs, but three, have a warranty, heaven forbid, something were to back out 15 years later. You're still covered. Oh,
absolutely, man. And once again, it makes a huge difference. And now look, not so premium products are going to have a not so premium price. And that, of course, but you're also going to end up dealing with a whole host of issues, or I shouldn't say that with a guarantee, but more likely than not, you're going to end up dealing with a whole host of issues that you did not sign up for. And at the end of the day, what I love about solar is that it's a simple math equation. You need energy to power your home, to power your lifestyle. The utility company is trying to offer it to you, and every year they are increasing the price of that energy. So with solar, you're able to get the same energy at a fraction of the cost, like sometimes 10% of what the utility company is actually charging you, sometimes even lower. And the whole point is that if you're not going to save money, then why are you even doing this? And at the end of the day, what do we do as a solar company? We are there to make sure that our system is producing power. And to be quite frank with you, if it's meeting our expectations, it's not doing well enough. I want our systems to be exceeding what we told you it's going to do. It's kind of that that old phrase, right? Like under promise and like over deliver. Right. That's really the mindset that like we work with, and that is well, that's the Solar Top's difference.
There you go. Put the stamp on it.
Yeah, right. Go ahead. But yeah, I think that's why premium products really make such a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so maybe to summarize what we've kind of discussed so far, if I'm a homeowner and I'm looking for a solid installation company for my home, ideally I should look for somebody who's certified with NABCEP, somebody who is primarily installing solar and not a secondary company, offshoot company.
Focusing on solar, yeah.
I'm looking for a good price per watt, making sure that I'm not overpaying for a system. And it sounds like, too, I need to be looking for products that will not only provide for my needs, but have the warranty to support, heaven forbid, something happen to my system.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything else that, as a homeowner, hypothetical homeowner, I could look for?
Sure. I think you also want to make sure that the system they are proposing to you, it's sized properly. And so what I mean by that is you want to make sure that the system is going to meet your energy needs. You want to make sure that if as your family grows, as your lifestyle might change in the future, because 25 years a lot can happen, you want to make sure that this system is going to give you the power that you need to live your life the way you want. And so I would say you just want to make sure that the production of the system in year one and hopefully every year thereafter is such that it is going to meet your needs for whatever the intended purposes are. We definitely want to look at that. And you also want to make sure that on the proposal, or at least the when you're talking to the sales rep, that you have an idea of who's going to be responsible for getting your project installed, and more importantly, who's going to be your point of contact once it's all up and running. Once again, it's not even if like a problem arises, but if you have questions, who are you going to be speaking to,
Right.
Through and through. So I think you just want to make sure that some of those points are just clarified within your proposal, and so it gives you the peace of mind from day one, which I think is the most important thing as you go forward.
Peace of mind. And that's definitely what any homeowner would want for their system.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Robbie, thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Top Talk. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.